Okay, you guys, what is up? This is OJ Senpai here today to do a manga must-read video for Vagabond, which is the manga that I've been reading for the past few weeks or so. And I wanted to talk to you guys about my thoughts on it, and I wanted to recommend it to you guys in case you need a new manga to pick up. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So I'll be doing this video in three parts. Pretty much the three parts will be the characters, the artwork, and the fights. Pretty much that's how I'm going to do this new manga must-read video. I tried to do that for Kingdom, but I was kind of all over the place. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, check out this link for Kingdom. Kingdom's a really good manga. I hope you check it out. And yeah, so let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the artwork. The artwork for Vagabond. For me, Vagabond, it has some of the best artwork for a manga I've ever seen. And that's saying something. Like some of the manga I've read out there, pretty damn good artwork. And when it comes to Vagabond, it's so vibrant. It's so like it's all in your face. Like when you read the story, you can tell what the character is thinking about or how the character is thinking about a certain thing when you read the artwork. There are also sometimes in the artwork where you have funny moments where the character is making like funny faces and stuff, which I also like. But when it comes to the artwork in Vagabond, it's just so nice. Like when I read it, I feel good with just reading it. Like for some manga that I read, I just don't feel good at all reading it because sometimes I don't feel good, but it's like the artwork really isn't that good or it's too hectic. With Vagabond, it's just amazing. It's like Inoue is like one of the best artists I've ever seen in a manga before. And again, I'm still continuing on my manga journey, but it's just so awesome to see this artwork. For me, this artwork is amazing. It's vibrant. It's beautiful. The color pages, you guys have got to look at these color pages. I might even use a color page as my thumbnail, but the color pages are just, oh my god, they're so fucking amazing. It's great. It's awesome, especially when it involves Musashi, uh, Madahachi, Otsu, all of them. It's so fucking great. So if you want to check out Vagabond for one reason, at least look at it for the artwork. The artwork is very good. And now we'll get to the next part of the video, which is the story, which is the characters. Next, we get into the next part of the video, which is pretty much the characters themselves. What I think about the characters in Vagabond. Now, I like most of the characters in Vagabond. There's some pretty cool characters. Like, for example, you'll see Kohei, he's pretty cool. Musashi Miyamoto, the main character himself, is amazing, a great character. I'll get to him last. Um, when it comes to some of these other characters, though, they're just really good. I don't really have any complaints except for maybe Madahachi. Now, if you guys don't know how Madahachi is, haven't read Kingdom yet, no, not Kingdom, Vagabond yet, don't worry about it. You won't meet him soon enough. But for some characters, I don't really feel that great of a connection with. I feel a great connection for what's his name? I feel a great connection for Musashi because Musashi. I see Musashi as well, I guess he's a looking glass, kind of like, well, reflection in a mirror. Let me call it that, reflection in a mirror for myself. You know, trying to find what you want to do and whether or not your goals and your dreams go against morality and stuff like that. And when it comes to Musashi, I can connect with them on a very good level, spiritually and emotionally and physically and stuff like that. When it comes to girls like Otsu, the girls in Vagabond are actually somewhat interesting. They don't do that much when it comes to fighting, but they do some interesting stuff. Otsu, for example, she's very nice. Of course, she's attractive, which is a good thing for her. But at the same time, when it comes to Otsu, some girls who meet at the beginning of the story, I forgot their names, but it's been a while. But anyways, when you meet girls like those, you actually start to like them a little bit more. Some of the sword masters, oh my god. Ine, that old man, oh god, you guys will love Ine. Uh, the Yagu, Yokoshi, crap, the Yokoshi, I can't pronounce it that well. Anyways, some of these characters I met are very well thought out. You can tell like their backstories are very well written. They have amazing backstories. They have amazing personalities. Some of the personalities that I've seen are very complex, and it actually makes you think a little bit. But overall, the characters are very good. Again, some characters you may not like. It's up to you really, because I have seen people that will say, I don't like this character because he's annoying and stuff like that. And Marahashi was that for me. But overall, the characters in Vagabond are really good. They're really awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the characters. And we'll move to the next part, which is the fights themselves. Next, we'll have the fights. Now, the fights in Vagabond are actually very intense. Like, when it comes to from an emotional standpoint, the fights, they're just crazy in that area. But a lot of people, I think, may get a little bit too, I don't know, like, the fights to me are really good, but some of them might throw a little bit of people off. Like, you expect a lot more, but you have to take a look at it from a psychological standpoint. When it comes to reading Vagabond, you have to look deep within the fights. And for me, when I did that, I actually started liking the fights a lot more. The fight between Musashi and one of the members of the Hosen Temple, that was awesome. When it came to Musashi versus the Yokoshika, oh my god, that was awesome and shit. But not to spoil any further, but when it comes to the fights themselves, sometimes they are a little bit weird in terms of how they work. Because normally for people that read a lot of what's it called? That read a lot of shonen manga, they expect to fight full on battles, going all out the entire time. And with Vagabond, you'll get those, but at the same time, sorry, but at the same time, you will get some pretty psychological fights. Like when the fights happen on a psychological level, that's when the fights actually get somewhat good. You just have to look into it a little bit more, and you have to think about it a little bit more. That's all you gotta do. But overall, I love the fights in this series. They're really cool, and yeah, I just love them. Like when Musashi was using a wooden sword, I was like, yo, that's some savage shit. You know what I'm saying? But he gets rid of that eventually, so don't worry about it. And my final score for the manga that I read right now called Vagabond. Honestly, Vagabond is an amazing series. I recommend it to all of you guys. You gotta check out Vagabond. You gotta check it out. It's really, 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 really good. My final score for it, I was gonna give it a perfect, but after thinking about it a little bit, I might be a little bit less lenient due to the characters that I don't like personally. And there's not a lot of characters I don't like in Vagabond because a lot of characters in Vagabond are really good. The fights took me a little bit to get into because the fights are pretty weird. Well, they can get weird at times, but you have to think about it at a psychological, emotional, and physical level. And when it comes to and it comes to the artwork is fantastic, amazing. I have no problems with the artwork. So the final score for Vagabond for me personally is a 9 out of 10. Very good, very amazing. The flaws for me are just personal. They're not really anything like big. Like for me, that's just how it works. When it comes to, so you guys, you might say it's 10 out of 10. I wouldn't disagree with you. I think it's a really good series. And some of you might say 9.5 out of 10, but I think it's somewhere around that range. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for me personally. Um, Please, guys, check out this series. The series is very good, very awesome. Uh, I may do more in the future. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out in the top section somewhere around here in the video for the link for Kingdom. If you haven't seen my Kingdom Must Be video yet, uh, check that out, and you'll also check out Kingdom. But mainly, guys, I want you guys to check out Vagabond. Vagabond to me is a really great manga, and I hope to continue on with these manga mastery videos. I'll do Toriko next. I think I should do Toriko. Um, I'm still in the like after I finish Vagabond, because I'm not totally finished with Vagabond just yet, and it's an ongoing series. It hasn't ended yet. But once I finish catching up, I'll begin Toriko next, and you'll see Toriko probably within the next few weeks to a month. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. If you are a Vagabond fanboy, tell me what you think about Vagabond in the description box down below, and I will see you guys later. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, peace, guys.